Hello there, Pisces. My name's Frankie, and I'm coming to you from spirits-healing-readings.com, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. And I've been doing readings for 27 years now. And this reading is going to be for Pisces for the month of August of 2016. And what I've done is I've pulled 4 cards for you for the month, and I'm going to use the bottom card for overall view of what's going on for us for the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading to try to bring everything together. I don't believe these cards are going to go week by week. I think they'll probably blend in and out through the month because that's the way it usually works for me. But I'm not an astrologer, so I looked up the astrology for you for all of you guys that are interested in it. It's going to be in your 6th house for the month, and that's your health considerations, your diet. It's like where your health and your work meet together. It's relationships with superiors and co-workers, matters that concern dependents or your pets, and efforts to help other people with their problems too. And that makes a little bit of sense based on what I'm seeing here, because I got a few words for us before the reading. And first I'm going to tell you that I'm an empath, so when you hear me say I, that means I am all of the Pisces out there. It's a speech pattern. It's the way I operate. And the words I was getting for us for the month of August is communication, inspiration, and I keep hearing like enthusiasm. It feels like we really need that enthusiasm, so maybe we need it because this is a general reading around work or our health or, situations that are bothering us or around us, because what they're saying is we need to improve some of those habits, and it looks as if we're going to be able to improve those, because our card for the overall view of the month is the Magician. Now, I don't know if you can see that quite or whatever, but it's in the upright position, Pisces, so it means that we have within our possession all the tools that we need to manifest what we want. So when we have the Magician as an overall view, we can change or alter anything in our spiritual world or our material world. Now or bring them together in some form or manner. Because what they're saying around the Magician card also is to remember this is the Magician. And because this is the Magician card, right, we have all those tools, but we're the Magician. And the Magician pulls the rabbit out of the hat. But how did the Magician do that? So it's about using the tools within our hands in an appropriate manner. Because if we don't use all of these wonderful gifts, like the Magician is new relationships, new creative endeavors, all these new wonderful things, if we don't use the tools that are gifted to us, they can backfire and come and kick us back in the butt, right? It's like with any manifesting process. The Magician is the Magician. We have it. We are going to use it, obviously. It's the overall for the entire month. But what they're saying is to maintain a state of balance in using them to bring the appropriate form without forcing, without force, or because with a Magician, we're in a position where we can manipulate things to our benefit, but we want to do that like with clarity of sight and with intent on our purpose, okay? So the top priority is using those tools in the right manner to produce the right results for us. So, and because the first card that we have here for the month is the Page of Cups, right? And normally this page is usually bringing us like a message of love or something like that. It can be sudden things, like sudden really good things, like, okay, tomorrow, each of us is different, but tomorrow I'm going to elope, or tomorrow I get engaged. It's like something suddenly, a good message of love or whatever. But in this case, right, this Page of Cups is upside down, and we always want to keep the Page of Cups right side up, right? When it's upside down like this, it can mean, with this Magician card here, right, it can mean, I always look at this Page of Cups and I think, what is in that cup? What is in that cup, right? Because in that cup, it can be, when it's in reverse, some type of fishy situation. Like, the only example I can think of right off the top of my head is like when someone's seducing us with false flattery, or telling us how much they love us and how beautiful we are and how everything's like over the top, because Cups cards are emotions. Now keep in mind, we have this Magician card here first. They're telling us use the tools appropriately, because this month we have the ability to manifest the things that we desire. I'm not quite sure if they'll all be in these sixth house issues, you know, that have to do with our relationships and our efforts to help others, and health, diet, you know, all those kind of things. But Cups are Pisces. Cups are water signs. That would be Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So being as this is in reverse, we want to make sure that we're not using our tools, not using them appropriately, because the card is in reverse. So are we, as Pisces, falsely flattering other people, or manipulating situations to get what we want in an inappropriate manner? So that, you know, these two cards, the Magician upright and the Page of Cups in reverse, are basically showing us kind of the same thing. We're manifesting something, or we're bringing forward something to do around these issues. We're doing it enthusiastically and for a purpose and with inspiration, but we want to make sure, because this card can bite us in the butt too, that we're not using falsity, or, you know, and it's not us, or someone else isn't using it to get or to manipulate us, you know, to get their desired result, or we're not doing it to get our desired result, because the Page of Cups in reverse is false flattery. It's not truthful, honest love communication. So we'd want to look around us to see, is this a situation that's around us, right? You know, that, or is it a person that's around us, you know, and consider, or someone who has the qualities of a cup sign. Are they being like, is it somebody that's around us that's being like over the top emotional, over the top, you know, to get us to do something for them that they think we can do for them. So we're going to watch these situations. It's not that we're going to be unwilling to help or cooperate with others or help them or serve them. You know, we're always going to be willing to do that. But, you know, are we going to allow the problems of other people? We want to avoid that. The problems of other people to give us extra burdens. So we want this Page of Cups upright. So we're going to watch the situations and, you know, draw our dividing lines. Because the next card, they're saying, Pisces, have courage. And I believe they told Aquarius that too. Courage and clarity of thought. Because the next card we have is the Eight of Cups. And I believe maybe it was Aquarius that got that too. So in this case though, this Eight of Cups, right, is in reverse. So when we have the Eight of Cups in the upright position, I think everything in his little cups is spilling right out. When we have the Eight of Cups in the upright position, we're making a decision, you know, to turn away from something or leave something behind, right? When it's in the reverse, it shows that we may be leaving that situation behind, right? Or the person or the circumstance behind, but we haven't addressed the issues. It's like taking the, what do I want to say, sneaking out the back door under the cover of night. Let's put it that way. I don't want to look at it. I don't want to face it. I'm just going to like slide quietly out the back door. Nobody will know it happened and keep on moving, you know. Or is it someone around us that's doing that to us? So we want to look really clearly around, because you know, we're trying to fulfill a purpose for our own selves, and we want to keep that in mind. We want to do it, you know, enthusiastically. You know, we want to bring this Page of Cups upright, because cups are Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, so it could be us, not just an outside situation, male or female, because these are general readings. So, you know, if it doesn't apply to you Pisces, all of us Pisces out there, you want to go look at your moon sign and your rising sign to get a more complete overall view of the issues that we're dealing with. Because the next cup here is the Temperance, or the next card here, I have cup cards on my mind, don't I? The next card is the Temperance card. And this is a wonderful card to get in the spread, right? Because you can see with Temperance, she's pouring, or he, whatever, is pouring water from one cup to the other and not spilling a drop. And to me, along with this Magician card, this is the card of total balance and using our tools appropriately. Now, the Temperance card calls for balance in all that we're doing in the spiritual realm and the material world also. But this card's in reverse. Remember, we have the Magician upright. Now we have these cards in reverse. So we're going, when the Temperance card's in reverse, right, it's kind of like mixing oil and water. So what it's calling for is, it feels really strongly that we're manifesting something that we want, you know, really truly desire. And when it's in reverse, it's calling for us to have patience and not to force issues. We have several cards here that are showing us, you know, there's situations around us that need to be looked at clearly or brought back into balance. Sometimes when this Temperance card is you know, in reverse, it can mean, you know, what am I doing, you know, that's affecting my spiritual life or whatever, or maybe someone around me is, their spiritual or material life is screwed up because they're not in balance and they're trying to force issues. So it's calling for patience. It's calling for us to evaluate ourselves and all the situations that are going on, right, around us, to actually evaluate them, look at them clearly with our purpose, our goal in mind, you know, and since we are capable of bringing these situations together, you know, or to rebalance them, you know, sometimes Temperance can also mean maybe we're, you know, getting ourselves in a mess, like going over the top, drinking, partying, you know, kind of like with the devil card. And right now, the temperance is a manifestation process, and since it's in reverse, we are blending together the spiritual world and the material world. So we are blending our conscious mind and our subconscious mind, the thoughts that are going on, to put ourselves into a state of balance for these wonderful manifestations that we can do with this magician card here. And like they said, oil and water don't mix. Oil and water don't mix. So patience internally to bring ourselves into the balance where we can use all the tools that are in our hands appropriately, because we had that word inspiration, and we had enthusiasm, inspiration, right? Purpose. These are really strong, you know, maybe it's around our work, maybe it's around relationships, because we have that page of cups there. Maybe, you know, we want to help and serve, but we want to help and serve in an appropriate way. Because the next card we have here is the Ten of Wands, and Aquarius got that too, I believe. And the Ten of Wands is a card of someone carrying all the burdens theirself, right? They are carrying the heavy load all by themselves, and sometimes when this Ten of Wands comes up, this is a load that someone else should be carrying their own self, and we're doing it for them. So it's like people are not stepping up to the plate, and we're doing it for them, basically. So even though they're saying we want to be able or be willing to help and serve others, we don't want to allow other people's problems to burden us. And that's very clear, because the Ten of Wands is upside down in this spread here that we've pulled. And with the Ten of Wands upside down like this, it means that maybe the burden shifts from us like really suddenly, you know. Or it could mean, like we're saying, step up to the plate. This is your position. This is your problem. You be the one to deal with it, right? Or if it's our problem, we'll be the one to deal with it. Because a lot of times with this Ten of Wands in reverse, we've gotten so overloaded, you know, maybe with carrying other people's burdens for so long before we learn to say, hey, step up to the plate and take this load yourself, or your portion of the load. It's not right that I'm the one that's carrying it, right? That we end up, and this is sixth house issues, right? And didn't they say health and diet? We're the one that ends up with whether it be at work or within a relationship, we're the one that ends up sick in bed, and we have to go back into this temperance card, rebalance ourselves, you know. And with this Eight of Cups in reverse, right, we don't want to run away from the situation, like just turn and sneak out the back door, you know. We want to face up to it, face it directly, communicate ourselves clearly. Maybe it's, you know, within work. Maybe we're doing a co-worker's way too much of a co-worker's work, and it wasn't our position or the reason behind why we were hired, and it overloaded us. And when we have the Ten of Wands in reverse, like we do here, right, that when you overload, at least this is my particular philosophy. Let's say I've overdone myself, you know, by taking on too many other issues or too much of a job at any particular time. One thing after the other, after the other, after the other. All of a sudden I'm sick, I'm in bed. And this card reminds me, right, it's like forced rest from spirit. This card, you know, I pushed so far and overwhelmed myself so far that I'm the one that's the emotional wreck. I'm the one that's in bed, with the flu or whatever you want to call it, because I didn't pay attention, or I just kept stepping up to the plate too much for someone else. So it causes enforced rest, and we don't want to do that. So if we have the Ten of Wands upright, even putting it upright, yeah, there's a load we're carrying, but it's not all 10. This guy, that's part of his load, this part of the other guy's load, So we're not going to take on other people's problems this month. We're going to have the courage, we're not going to slip out the back door to communicate what it is that we need. We're going to use our manifesting skills with inspiration and enthusiasm to develop that which we want to bring together, right, from the spiritual realm into the material. And with the Temperance card here, we're going to have patience, put ourselves back into balance, don't force the issue, bring them into a flow to manifest things that we really want. So we don't have to fight about these things, because they're saying honest, open communication, and we know how to talk. We're Pisces, we're intuitive, right? We know how to do those things. We're not going to go into the boo-hoo or put ourselves in a situation where boo-hoo, everybody hates me, nobody loves me, and I go sit in the corner and suck my thumb. Because we have all these skills here with the Magician. We got the tools at our disposal. We will not manipulate situations in an inappropriate manner, but we will bring them forward, put the Page of Cups right side up, without using that false flattery or fakey, you know what I mean? Because we don't have to. We have the Magician. We have the Temperance card. All we have to do is be patient, face the situations, divide the burdens, and if this is someone or situation around us that someone's not doing that, kind of like we don't have to step on someone's toes, but we can point it out, point it out in a very diplomatic manner and say, hey, you know what, step up to the plate here. Because we really, Pisces, we have to do what we have to do for ourselves, right? For right now, whatever the situation is. For right now, we need to do what we have to do for ourselves. So when I'm thinking that word communication, I'm thinking communicate that to ourselves with this Temperance card. We're not forcing, we are bringing ourselves into balance. We're not mixing the oil and water. We're doing it and using this manifestation process to bring together all facets of our own selves, because in this month here, it could possibly be affecting our own health, maybe emotional health, because we do have the 2 cup cards here, So let's see what the angels have to say here. If I get one out, yikes, Pisces. Whoa, I guess we do have to get it into balance. And we do got that 8 of Cups card, right? Here's our card, and this one's moving forward very quickly. It says, time to go. Now, isn't that an interesting card? Holy crap. It says, the sun sets and rises each day, and it's the same with the avenues in your life. See the beauty within each sunset of your life, and know that the sun will also rise again tomorrow. Endings are merely the start of a new beginning, and we are with you through each phase and each cycle. Let's bring the Page of Cups right side up and the Temperance right side up. Decide what's right for us, our purpose. Let's see what the alternative meanings are in here for us. If I can get the book open here. It says, the angels bring you this card to help you admit to yourself that it's time to leave. You already know the situation they're referring to. You've hesitated leaving because of loyalties and fears, yet the angels assure you that it's the best way. Work very closely with your angels during this transition to ensure its harmony for everyone concerned. Surrender any guilt or other negative emotions to heaven, as your energy needs to stay high right now. We want that Temperance card right side up so we can use this Magician appropriately. Additional meanings for the card is completion and the end of a cycle are at hand. Usually 9 is completion. When we have 10, we're cleaning up the details and moving forward on our path, right? We're sweeping up the dust, debris from the 9 completed cycle and moving forward, and we have the 10 here. So really think about that. The purpose has been served in this relationship or this situation. Surrender it and release it. Call upon the Archangel Azrael for help with grieving and the Archangel Michael for help with courage. They told us courage, right? Told us courage. They told us clarity, just like they did with Aquarius, I believe. And they're telling us to communicate. You know, we have all these tools, all these wonderful things going on for us for the month of August. Why not use them to benefit us without the major manipulation, right? Or removing any extra burdens that aren't ours to carry, right? Oh well, Pisces, that was your reading for August, and I want to tell you all, thank you very much for your likes and your shares, your subscribes, and your comments. I really enjoy the comments. That's really nice. And thank you so much for all the time you're taking to sit through this reading. I see it's really going over, and if there's something more you want to know about me, you can go to the website. All the information is there. Or if you'd like to set an appointment with me, all the information is there on the website. And I also want to thank all of you that I've met through seeing you for the readings. I've just had a wonderful time. You're a really great group of people to work with and operate with, and I will hopefully see you next month in September. Bye-bye, Pisces.